Good evening, everyone. So last class we had discussed, we had just started discussing about how the function works, right? So types of functions. First, we had discussed a function accepting input, and it returns also a value. One second. Yes. So the first one, that is function accepting arguments it can be one argument, it can be two argument, or it can be n arguments. This we have already done. And returning a value. Second category is function that accepts arguments but not returning any value. This normally happens when but not returning any value. Now, when it happens, when normally we need to return either more than one value, because all of us know that we can return maximum one value, right? So when we need to return more than one value, in that case, we may use this. Or the function doesn't have anything to return, then also we can use this. So this is a case where the function is not returning any value. So I'll take an example of a swap function here. So let's write the main function and see how it will work. Now in the main function, we are having suppose two variables x and y, and then we write scanf percentile d, no space, address of x, address of y. Then we are making a call to swap function. So we are passing to this to swap function, and x and y we are passing. Then we will be printing the output of the swap function. So we say printf percentile d x comma y. Okay, and then we return 0. Next, we have the so swap function. How the swap function will look like? Now, see, swapping two numbers means two values. It is going to manipulate. But can we return two values? We cannot return two values. Fine, we cannot return two values. So what we do? We rather choose not to return anything here. We write void swap int int. Okay, I may write the entire function on the top, or I may write it here like void swap. Let's take two variables. You can take xy. I can also take ab. Guys, what is the problem if you all connect a little early? Huh? 5:15, if I say the class will start, you start connecting at 5:15. 15 minutes before we are starting. Thank you, Kakun. So now we write swap AB. What should we use? Tell me, with using third variable or without using third variable? Which we should use? Anything you tell. Let's take the third variable. Yes. So I'll say int temp. Then we write, okay, anything. Okay, int temp. Then we write temp. This is a better approach. So it's better that we write like this until unless it is told to us that you have to write the other way out. So b equal to temp. Done. Rest of the things I need to write some more code here, but I will be doing it later on. Whatever you do, that will be written here. Okay, that's the body of the function. Now let's see how this particular function will work. We will also discuss a new concept here, a different concept. May not be, you all must be knowing it. So we are having the main function. Okay, so this is the main function, which has got two variables, that is x and y. Okay. Acha, guys, we'll be having tests today. One quiz today. That is based on find the output type. So none of you should leave the meeting in between if you want to attend the test quiz. That will be some time when I'll be giving it within the class. Don't ask me when. Say this is a variable x. This is a variable y. Okay, and the values we are having, let's suppose 10 and 20. If a function wish to return an integer, we write the return type as integer. If a function wish to return a character, we write the return type of character. If a function does not return anything, we write the return type as void. Void is not taken as a specific data type in C, but as a function's return type, we can take it as void. Okay, void means nothing. It's not a fundamental type, but yes, we can use it. We cannot declare a variable a void type because void doesn't specify anything. It will not allocate memory. That is why. Fine. So now this function is going to call swap function. Okay, this is going to call swap function. So this is our swap function. Now in the swap function, we are having two parameters, right? A and B are two parameters. So this will be held by A, first parameter, and this will be held by B, the second parameter. And we are also having a local variable extra declared as temp here, right? So three variables we have inside the function. Yes, void is the return type. If void is the return type, that means the function is not returning anything. Okay. So now we will be seeing here A, B, and F. Okay. So as we are passing values, so what you are passing to the function, when you are calling the function, what you are passing? Value 10 and value 20. Okay, which will be held by the corresponding variables here. So the variables that we have here is 10 and we have here is 20. Fine. Now let's execute the code. So temp equal to A. So the value of A will be assigned to temp. So as it will be assigned to temp, how much temp will be holding? Temp will be holding 10, right? Then we say A equal to B. So when it is A equal to B, this value will be overwritten by the value of B, that is 20. डन देन बी इक्वल टू ए मैं बार बार ये ड्रॉ करके इसलिए दिखाती हूँ आपको तो एनी टाइम एनीबडी यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग ओके आई मीन वी शुड एक्सपेक्ट कि आपका बैच जब तक कैंपस देगा तब तक इट शुड बी I mean, it should be offline, right? It should be a campus in college you will be giving. So you'll be facing the you will be facing the interviewer directly, not it's online. So you will be always be provided with pen and paper. So I'm everything I'm drawing again and again just to make you habituated with this type of answering and this type of explanation. Believe me, picture speaks much better than words. Once you do this, that will show you a clarity and it will give a very good impression. So try it out. So what happens? B equal to temp. So when B equal to temp, how much you get here? You get here 10. Done. So my swapping process is over. So this is the swap function that we have. This is swap. Fine. But once the function is completed, what will happen? Once the function is completed, this is going to get dereferenced. This is going to be lost from memory. Now, once it is lost from memory and you come back, what is the value of x and y you get? The original value, right? This type of a phenomenon is called call by value. So this is a call by value scenario where we are passing the value of as arguments, which is held by the local variables to the called function. So any manipulation that is done to the local variables. Got it? Is done to the local variables. Now, once the variables are whatever you have done is completed, the function will return. Now, whenever the function will return, it will get dereferenced. Okay, and it is not affecting the original variables. Okay, so if yes, so when we are running the main function, we are not going to see any of the changed value. This will be same 10, 20. Okay, this will be same 10, 10, 20. So what we need to do, we need to print it here. उसका एक दूसरा मेथड है पासिंग रेफरेंस. ओके, उसका एक दूसरा मेथड है पासिंग रेफरेंस. वो मैं आपको पॉइंटर में सिखाऊंगी. नाउ वी आर नॉट रनिंग इट, we are just learning call by value now. So here you get AB. So you, if you cannot return, so what you can do, you can print it inside the function. So this is 2010. Okay, so passing reference arguments we will be learning in when I'll be teaching you pointers. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do that, but not now because we are yet to cover pointers. Once I cover pointers, you'll be able to understand it. Okay. So this particular phenomenon is called call by value. Call by value. Okay. Now what happens in call by value? Let's see this. So in call by value, the values of the arguments are passed, or you can say the arguments are the values. The arguments are values those are passed to the function, to the called function, which are held by the parameters. Okay, what are parameters? The local variables to the that we apply to them is locally available to the called function. The original variables in the calling unit remain unchanged. Okay, it remain unchanged. This is what a call by value scenario is. Is it clear? Okay, so anybody? So the next thing is function that is not this only. So we can have a int x here, and we can write scanf percentile d address of x, and we write here return x. Similarly, I'll get your function to get a real number. I'll say get real. Okay, so these two functions I have defined. Now, how do we use it? Int main, and here I have taken a variable say a, and I've taken another variable b. Okay, and I've taken a real number say float fi, and I want to get two numbers. I'll say enter two numbers, integers. Now I can always write here a equal to get int, b equal to get int. All Java programmers can correlate with what I'm writing. And then I can write printf, enter a real number. वैष्णवी थोड़ा देख लो डिक्लेरेशन क्या है, डाटा टाइप क्या है. fa equal to get real. Okay, then आप चाहो तो इसके साथ मैंने you can do anything that you want to do with the integer here. So I'm just writing, not writing that part of it. Then you can do anything that you want to do with the float here, and then we say return 0. Okay, so this way we can write a code where we are not actually we are not accepting anything, but we are not accepting and we are not passing anything to the called function, but the function is returning to us. Okay, so how it is working here? This is the main function. This main function is having three variables. One is a, another is b, then this is fa, three variables. So this is main function. This is a, this is b, and this is fa. Okay, यहाँ पे जिन लोगों को फंक्शन के अंदर लोकल वेरिएबल के लिए डाउट होगा, they will also be having a clear idea on this. अब देखो यहाँ पे हमने फंक्शन को कॉल किया है. Which function? One function I'm calling twice. Okay, so we have made a call for a, we have made a call to the function. Which function we have called? Which function I'm calling? Get it? Okay, so the getInt function will be called here. Yes, getInt will be called here. This is the getInt is having a variable inside this. So what the variable is? X. So let's write it here. This is getInt. Okay, getInt function we have called this getInt functions. This is the variable x. So x is local to getInt. समझ में आया? इसका data type क्या है? इसका data type integer है. इसका data type integer है. So this is local to that. And here it will in turn do what? It will in turn make a call to scanf. Now how scanf works also I will explain you, but not now. Again after pointers. So this is a function scanf that it is calling. So it's a nested calling. Okay, this is a function scanf. So the scanf is accepting a value from the user and returning it to you. So once the scanf is returning, suppose the value entered is 10. Fine. Now we are telling return 10. So when it is returning 10, so it is returning to this variable, right? It is returning to this variable. A is not calling actually. This diagram will be wrong if I'll write like this. It's main function is calling. Okay. Whatever the function is returning, that I'm holding by this. So what it is returning? It is returning a value. So what value we are returning? We're returning 10. So we're getting 10 returned. Okay. As we are getting 10 return, it is holding 10, right? Yes, more now we are trying to replace scanf function with a more user friendlier function. What happens in our object oriented programming languages? All these intricacies we are trying to hide, right? This we are doing because you remember we were discussing an integer. There is a right to left. I mean, this there is a little endian, big endian type of concept and all, right? So now why to go into those intricacies? Let's make it simple. So हमने ये get int करके दे दिया. The user need not know the intricacy of the function. That's why. Okay. So now, acha. Now once this is over, the function is complete. So the function is complete means this will get dereferenced. Again, you make a call to the function with same function you're calling. See, same function I'm calling again. Okay. The same function you're calling again, but the function is already lost. The function is already lost. So what we will do? We will be making a call to the function again. So again the function will be searched. Again it will be loaded to memory. So that means again the function is going to come. Again the function is going to come. Now in the function again you will draw another variable x. तो ये x कब तक अवेलेबल रहता है बोलो? जब तक आपका फंक्शन रहता है. तो x आया कब मेमोरी में? जब आपका फंक्शन आया. So again you get a get int. तो जैसे ही मैंने get int फंक्शन को कॉल किया, मेरे get int के साथ x भी आ गया उसके साथ, है ना? So this is a local variable. And here it's again making a call to scanf. कौन? ये कॉल कर रहा है. This function is calling scanf, not x is calling. This function is calling scanf. Okay. So we are making a call to scanf here. तो ये आ गया scanf आपका. ये scanf से फिर इसको ये रिटर्न कर रहा है. जिसके दिमाग में जो डाउट आ रहा है लिखते चलो. ठीक है. तो ये जो रिटर्न कर रहा है इधर आ रहा है. So now the value suppose entered is 15. So we got 15 here. So the value that you entered here, this value is returned by the function. So function is returning this, which is called by b. Okay. So how much we are returning? We are returning a value. Again, I'm stressing we are returning a value. So we are returning what value? We are returning integer value. So as we are returning an integer value, that's why the return type is int. Got it? As we are returning an integer value, the return type is int. ये आ गया 15 यहाँ पे. Okay. Now as this is done, this function is again getting dereferenced. फिर हमने और एक function को call किया. This time the function we are calling here. Fine. Now this function that you're calling is what? This is a get real function. Get real. Okay. Get real function. Now in this, again, see, we are declaring one x. Same name, but different scope. So this is again x and this is x, but the data type here is different. The data type is float. समझ में आया? So they are residing in their respective boxes, in their respective scopes. So there is no problem. And again, they're not simultaneously running. So I'll explain one more thing here also. And this is also making a call to what? This is also making a call to scanf. This is making a call to scanf. Scanf is returning a value. So scanf is returning a value. Suppose the user is entering here 13.45 कुछ भी value उसने return किया. ये जो उसने return किया, use किया, this value, this function is going to return to this one. So how much you are returning here? You are returning a value. One value you are returning, and the data type is what? The data type is float. So that is why the return type is float. समझ में आया? So this is 13.45. Can you mark one thing here, guys? We are not executing. We are not executing the function, all the functions simultaneously. It is one by one. It is like one thread. Let me draw it. It's like one thread that is moving. So what is the thread that is moving here? See. So from here, this is a function. So we have started with a main function. Okay, we have started with a main function. From main function, we are going to what? This function. This function is again returning. Again, we are coming here. Again, we are going to this function. Again, we are returning. Again, we are going here. Again, we are returning. And here the function exists. So see, though we are bifurcating, though we are branching, so one branch is going here, branching back, again branch is going here, branching back, again branch is going here, branching back. Still then, aren't we covering it in a single path? Hmm? This is called a single thread. So what do we mean by a single thread of execution? Single thread of execution means we are moving in a single row. We are moving in a single line of execution. There is no concurrent executions. So this is a single thread programming. If somehow I could have managed to run these two functions simultaneously in memory, that would have been multi-threading. This is a single thread that is going. ये वापस आता है तो फिर ये जाता है, ये वापस आता है तो फिर ये जाता है. So this is a single threading type of a approach. Okay, execution is in a single thread. My voice is not clear. Aman, there is a problem in your end then. The network may be down for a little time. So the execution is in single thread. Clear? Is the concept clear with all of you? Huh? If you want to take a screenshot, you can take. I will then move on to the last portion. Anybody having doubt, please ask. Somebody is asking if x not inside x float get real, when x gets returned, it will be automatically converted to float. Eh? Kakun, x is declared as float inside. How can a function accept a value and return? It needs a holder here. इसके पास कुछ जगह होना चाहिए ना जिसमें वो वैल्यू एक्सेप्ट करेगा. So x is declared as a float and you are telling if it is integer then it is returned. And then it is suppose 2 you are accepting it will be 2.0 but that point I mean the data will be lost. Suppose somebody is entering 2 it will return 2.0 so what's the point? आपको तो कभी भी नहीं मिलेगा ना आपका real number वाला part. You'll never get it. So that's the problem. एग्जीक्यूशन तो लाइन बाय लाइन सिंगल थ्रेड मल्टी थ्रेडिंग हर किसी में होता है अमन. A thread executes one task. So if it is task by task that you are going. Any other questions, please ask. Achha. So we will move ahead. When we are calling the function from main, the values of the variables are assigned to the called function. Only if, Abhishek, you are passing it as argument, then only. We are not passing anything, no. So nothing will be assigned. If only you pass, then will be. मैंने diagram में दिखाया था ना आपको. In main method also dereferenced after, yes, Devanshu. Once the program gets completed, this also gets dereferenced. This is also lost. I'll show you that one after this part. The fourth part, let me complete. I'll show you. Normally, each program is executed in single thread. No, Ankita. Each program is not executed in single thread if you are creating it in multi-threading type of a concept. However, C does not support multi-threading. Multi-threading may in Java, like you can create multiple threads, and in each thread, so there what happens, no, there it works like this. This is one method, and these are suppose your sub methods. Okay, and these are जैसे देखो अभी हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, we are learning in Zoom, right? So in this is parallelly. See your window, this is your main method. Parallelly window is visible, fine. Your mouse is working, your voice is going, and chat window is working, share window is working. These are parallel executions. So this is, you have to go for multi-threading. आप अगर बोलोगे पहले voice transmit होगा, फिर आपका डेटा ट्रांसमिट होगा, देन और आप बोलोगे तो फिर पहले वॉइस आएगा, उसके बाद आपका लेटर आएगा चैटिंग में, ठीक है, वॉइस चैट कर रहे हैं जब आप बोलोगे दैट वी विल बी फर्स्ट स्क्रीन विल बी शेयर, देन वीडियो वॉइस विल गो, दैट मीन्स जब हम स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हैं हम बात नहीं कर सकते हैं, समझे? सो दैट हैज टू बी अ पैरेलल एग्जीक्यूशन, सो दैट इज मल्टी थ्रेडिंग. Do you understand what multi-threading is? Multi-threading is always applicable to window type of applications because you are not doing a single operation there. चार window एक साथ काम कर रहा है कि नहीं? It may be it may be doing it in a, you can say, slot basis, but parallelly they are running. So certain things are running in the background, certain in the foreground. That's a multitasking it is doing. So multitasking needs to have a this type of a concept. Then it is more efficient, faster. Okay. अच्छा, any question I left or I will ये क्या हो गया? I think I have covered all the questions. Huh? Okay. So did you take a screenshot? I'll go ahead. Okay. So next we will go. What? No. We have lot many things to do, guys. Please make it a little faster. Aman, you had any question? I could not. Maybe then I missed it. So please write it again if you don't mind. You have written no, so I don't understand what that no is all about. Let me search. I answered this. No, your question. Execution is done line by line, and it's a single thread. Always, every program is executed line by line. If parallelly I can execute get int and get real parallelly, it is multi-threading. It is single thread because once one function is complete, you come back, then other function. So at a time, it is executing either task A or task B or task B. So I show you the flow of execution, right? It is going from here to, it is going from main function to get int, then again returning from there, then going there. It's not parallelly going to two functions. It's executing parallelly. It's not doing it. That is why it is single thread. Thread is a line of execution. इसको कैसे किया जाता है? फॉर्क करोगे तो एट ए टाइम मल्टीपल थिंग विल बी एग्जीक्यूटिंग, समझे? तो प्रोसेस और थ्रेड में डिफरेंस होता है. प्रोसेस इज अ, आई मीन थ्रेड इज अ लाइट वेट प्रोग्राम. थ्रेड में सिर्फ आपका, वो थोड़ा आगे पढ़ेंगे तब जाके आप समझोगे ना. थ्रेड में आपका सिर्फ जो ग्लोबल सेगमेंट होता है वो शेयर होता है. बाकी अपना दे हैव देयर ओन you can say they have their own stack segment and extra segment, but your code and data, I mean global static data is shared. Where? In case of a thread, thread is a lightweight process. When you do a fork, you create a parallel process, two processes, two different programs inside a program, two tasks माने two functions. So parallelly दो functions. जैसे मैंने ये Zoom एक program है ना मेरा, इसमें screen sharing is one function, I'm giving a audio lecture is a second function, this chatting is a third function. तीनों simultaneously चल रहे हैं कि नहीं अमन? This is called multi-threading. कैन वी डू अ सिंगल थ्रेड हियर, जैसे मैंने दिखाया है, तो पहले स्क्रीन शेयर करोगे, कंप्लीट होगा, देन आप जाओगे ऑडियो में, वो कंप्लीट होगा, देन आप चैट बॉक्स करोगे, देन कंप्लीट होगा। ये तो देन वी कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग हियर, राइट? Nipun Kumar, they do not have their own program count. Achha, program counter stack. Yes, I told you, no, I mean, there are four parts of it, right? See, a code segment and data segment. Data segment is again having a data segment, extra segment, and stack segment. ये मैं आपको storage class में सिखाऊंगी. So when we talk about threading, in a thread, your stack segment and extra segment is shared only. It is shared only. Okay, but the code, they have a common code, they don't create extra code segment. So you remind me when I'm telling you, when I will teach you storage classes, I will tell you about thread. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब आगे बढ़ सकते हैं? Thank you. The last part that we have is, last function is function not accepting argument, not returning value. Yeah, normally these functions act like constant, right? Because how do you control the behavior of a function? I can control the behavior of a function if and only if I can pass an argument. I want to add, there is an add function. आप उसको control कैसे करोगे? अभी 10 20 पास कर रहे हो, हाँ, उसके बाद उसके बाद 30 40 पास करोगे, उसके बाद 1000 2000 पास करोगे, so the function will behave according to your wish, right? Similarly, हमने जो third example लिया था, sometimes it is returning 10, sometimes it is returning a, sometimes it is returning 15, sometimes it is returning 30. So that means the function can communicate with the arguments and the return values, right? But if I don't pass anything, I don't get anything, that means there is a specific behavior that the function is doing, function is acting on its own, and you don't have any control on that. So normally this is used for your fixed, constant type of cases. For example, suppose I will write you two functions. I'll write your void, say, I'll say valid. And here I'll just write printf. You can write something else also, some global variable setting you can do. Okay, some value setting you can do inside it. Some initial environmental variable settings you can do. Some variable, some global variable settings and all you can do, like path equal to kuch bhi. You can do some settings and something which is essential. Okay, then there is one void, I say invalid. And some variable you can also reinitialize here. There is a global variable attempt equal to attempt plus plus. So you can check with 3 attempts, you will not able to, you will not allow again or something like that. Then we can have a main function here. I'll say intp equal to 1 2 3 4 pin and f, and we can have a global variable int attempt. I mean, this is only a part of the code. This is called this is called many. I mean, a login form and all will be shown. So that is having its own code. I'm not writing everything here. Okay. अरे यार, इसीलिए लोग रूम ब्लॉक कर देते हैं. I just think people may get disconnected and I get disturbed again and again and again. Scan is you can put here this. Then we check if pin equal to p, then we can make a call to valid. Okay, else we can make a call to invalid. So this way it can be used for fixed purpose. समझ में आया? समझ में आया how it is done normally, how it is used? Is it clear? Hmm? So they always do the same thing. As many times you call them, you cannot control. Okay. Now we are taking one global variable attempt equal to 0. We take a pin. I have taken it as a constant value. Okay, it's an original pin. And we take a pin variable. So we say while attempt is less than 3, print enter pin. It is accepting pin. It is matching, then valid. It will go here. Else it will go to invalid. So when it is invalid, it is attempt plus plus. Attempt is becoming 1. Okay. So as attempt is 1 and it is in a while loop, it will go again here. Again, it will check, ask you for entering a pin. Fine, entering a pin. Now, then again it will repeat the process. So attempt, suppose फिर से invalid हुआ, attend plus plus, फिर से invalid हुआ, attend plus plus. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे ना बाहर आके if attempt is equal to 3, you can always write here log. You can call a log function that will log the total thing altogether. It will not allow you to work again. Is it clear, Mohana? This is thrice it is allowing you to enter the pin or kya? It's a simple version of that. Okay, now guys, I'll share with you the quiz. Please answer. Chandrachud, how can you do this type of mistake? Huh? Can't you fix one email ID for the class? See, nobody is sitting here to do all these things. You understand? One time, 1,000+ students are giving examination. करते हो ना तुम लोग? We don't know what ID is that. The ID from which you are logging in, the same ID you have to work with. Please remember it from the next class. I'll discuss all 5 questions. Don't worry. Again, I'm requesting, please do not help your friends. I'm seeing the 5 out of 5 is increasing like anything. $416 are there. I'll just give you 2 minutes more. On exactly 6:15, I'm going to close. People who have not submitted, please submit. Please do it fast. 2 minutes left. Last 1 minute. Yes, I'm closing it. You all have responded? Okay. Yes, I'll discuss now the questions. Don't worry. Anybody who is asking about question 2, have you checked the sequence? Huh? Okay, let me share that screen with you all and discuss. Fine. See, the first one is a what? It's a comma operator, right? So comma works from left to right, returning the rightmost execution. So this is 30. And here, as there is no parenthesis, equal to will take over. So the answer is how much? 30, 10. One is clear with anybody having doubt on one, please ask. Others do not need to respond. Anybody having doubt in question number 1, please ask. Okay, so I'll move on to the next question then. Question number 2. See here, the question is asking about your MIJK. क्लास में मैंने IJKM करवाया था. कैसे होगा? ये देखिए. This is I plus plus. I plus plus will be first, right? It will be reading how much? It will be reading 0. Okay, it will be reading how much? It will be reading 0. This I plus plus will be reading 0. For the operation, it will read 0. And it will make the value how much? 1, right? Then, as it is false in or में क्या होता है? Anywhere it is true, it is stopped. है ना? Any one true is true. So, as it is false, it will go to the next one. So, next one में क्या लिखा है? J plus plus. So, J plus plus में how much it is going to read? 1, right? It is going to read 1 and make it 2. 1 is true or false? 1 is true or false, Satyam? 1 is true. So as it is true, the control will not go to the third part. समझ में आया? और operation है ना? So if it is true, it is not going to go to the next part. So that means K plus plus will not work. Fine. And the result becomes how much? True. 0 or 1 is 1. It is true. So as it is true, so what we get here? We get M value as 1. So this is 1, 2, 2, 1 is the values. So M अगर पहले print करेंगे, M का value क्या आएगा? 1. I का value क्या है? 1. J का value 2. K का value 2. Clear? समझ में आया कहाँ गलत किया था? सुश्रुति पॉल, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Again I'm doing. Please follow. See, I first is I plus plus. Okay, this is I plus plus. You know, in or what happens? In or, if the first part is true, it will not go to the second part, right? So an I plus plus will read how much? It will read 0. Then the value of I will become 1. As it is false, in an or operation, it will go to the next part. Okay, as it is false in the or operation, it will go to the next part. So next part is what? J. So we say J plus plus. So in J plus plus, it will read the existing value of 1. इतना तक समझ में आया? Sagar and Sushriti? And the value will become how much? 2. Sagar, Avasti and Sushriti Paul. समझ में आया इतना तक? नेक्स्ट टाइम नहीं समझाऊंगी, बोल नहीं बोलोगे. हाँ, वेरी गुड. सो ये हो गया 2. नाउ एज इट इज 1, इट इज ट्रू. समझ में आया? तो ये जो और है, उसके बाद जो k प्लस प्लस है, ये कंट्रोल आज दिस 0 और 1, रिजल्ट कितना आता है? 1, राइट? सो इट इज ट्रू. So it is true. As it is true, control will not move to this portion. ये portion और execute नहीं होगा. समझ में आया? ये portion और execute नहीं होगा. As this portion will not get executed anymore, the k equal to 2 will not change, क्योंकि k plus plus तो होगा ही नहीं, है ना. और रिजल्ट क्या निकल गया 1. तो m का वैल्यू क्या निकला आपका, m का वैल्यू 1 आया, i का वैल्यू 1, j का वैल्यू 2, m का वैल्यू 1, k का वैल्यू 2. क्या आएगा 1 1 2 2. समझ में आया अभी? क्लियर बोथ ऑफ यू? Okay, we'll go to the next question. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या बोल रहा है, नॉट ऑफ आई ग्रेटर देन 15. ये काफी कुछ लोगों ने गलत किया है. नाउ हियर यू हैव टू चेक द प्रायोरिटी. ओके, you have to check the priority. So what is not of I? What is not of I? Not of I is 10, right? So as I is 10, 10 means what? 10 is non-zero, so this is true. समझ में आया? आई इज नॉन जीरो, इट इज ट्रू. सो नॉट ऑफ आई जब करते हो तो ये क्या बनता है, फॉल्स. फॉल्स माने क्या, नॉट ऑफ ट्रू, ट्रू माने 1. सो नॉट ऑफ ट्रू इज फॉल्स, फॉल्स इज 0. 0 greater than 15, 0 greater than 15 is what, false, right? So this is false. False means how much is the value, 0. So I equal to 0, this is the correct answer. Clear all of you, or any doubt? Just doubt जिसका है वो पूछो, बाकियों को पूछने की जरूरत नहीं कुछ बोलने की. Who told you, Kakon? Relational will be evaluated first. Unary operator's precedence is always more than the binary operator. Again, I'm doing it. See, I equal to 10. I'm doing it again. Vishakha Das and Harsh Khandelwal. I equal to 10. 10 is not equal to 0. Isn't it? Any non-zero value is true. So this is considered as what? True. Okay, I is considered as true. Then what you're writing? You're writing not of I. Not of I, right? I क्या बन जाएगा? False. Right? False का वैल्यू क्या होता है? 0. So ये जो इवेल्युएशन है, ये क्या इवेल्युएट होता है? 0. समझ में आया? Both of you इतना तक समझ में आया? Vishakha and Harsh? Okay, so this is 0. Harsh, did you get it? So this is 0. ठीक है, नॉट ऑफ आई कितना आता है, दिस इज 0. 0 ग्रेटर देन 15 क्या है, फॉल्स. फॉल्स मैंने क्या वैल्यू आएगा, फिर से 0, तो वैल्यू क्या आएगा, समझ में आया? क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. ये तो हमने क्लास में कल ही किया था. Anybody having doubt in question number 4, tell me, otherwise I'll move to the next. Thank you. Nobody's having doubt? Very good. So we'll go to the plus plus a, size of plus plus a. This is what? This is integer, right? So size of integer will give you how much? Size of integer 4. So b का value आ गया 4. Then inside size of expression does not execute. So this remains as 5. So this is 5. अमन समझ में आया? कल क्या कर रहे थे? I was explaining yesterday the same one. Last question. यहाँ पे देखो, एक बार में फॉलो करना सब लोग, ध्यान से देखो. B greater than C. This is done first. True or false? 12 greater than 3. True. As it is true, it will go to this part. C greater than D. True or false? False. As it is false, it will go to this part. Okay. As it is false, it will go to the else part. Ye true, ye colon, ye false part. D greater than E. True or false? False. It will go to the false part. What is the answer? 11. All of you could understand this, or anybody having doubt? ये 12 कब execute होगा? Who can answer? Only if B is less than C. माने B is greater than C is false. तब ये 12 में आएगा. Less than or equal to C? Yes. Clear? हाँ? Very good. चलो अब चलते हैं वापस. No, assignment is not having higher precedence. After this is completed, then only assignment will work. Your right hand operation will be over, then only it will be assigned, no? How can it have a higher precedence? A equal to B plus C when you're doing, until unless I'm completing B plus C, I can't assign. Only thing is comma. Comma is having the lowest precedence. That is why equal to is taking over. Otherwise, equal to is always at the end. Now we will see the execution of functions. एक चीज आपको दिखाती हूँ मैं. We are having a function, ठीक है, main function. Inside the main function हमने कुछ कोड्स लिखे हैं, कुछ भी लिखा है, ठीक है, कुछ कोड्स लिखा है. Like say int a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 30, e f, ऐसा कुछ वैल्यूज हैं. a equal to b plus c, d equal to b plus c, e equal to c divided by a. ठीक है. इसके बाद मैंने एक फंक्शन को कॉल किया f1. ओके, मैंने एक फंक्शन को कॉल किया f1 को. देन वापस आने के बाद मैंने फिर एक दो काम कुछ किए, लाइक f इक्वल टू a इंटू e. ओके, देन आई विल मेक अ कॉल टू f3 फंक्शन. ओके, f3 फंक्शन मैंने कॉल किया. उसके बाद मैंने लिखा a इक्वल टू a प्लस 10, b equal to b minus 5, and I complete return 0. अब मैंने फंक्शन f1 लिखा है. ओ int हो सकता है, void हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, anything. So I'll say f1. Inside f1 I have some variables int x equal to 5, y equal to 10, z, then we write z equal to x plus y. अब मैंने क्या किया ना, एक f2 को कॉल कर दिया यहाँ पे. ओके, एक f2 को कॉल कर दिया. उसके बाद मैंने लिखा x इक्वल टू x प्लस 2. खत्म, बस उतना. फिर एक void f2 हमने पास किया. f2 के अंदर मैंने लिखा int a इक्वल टू 1, b इक्वल टू 2, देन मैंने लिखा एक a प्लस प्लस, और मैंने एक लिखा प्लस प्लस b. ओके, लास्ट फंक्शन f3, void f3. इसके अंदर मैंने वैसे ही कुछ किया है int k इक्वल टू 10, k equal to k plus 10, then k minus minus. तो ये एक प्रोग्राम हमने लिखा है, ये सारे फंक्शन ऊपर प्रोटोटाइप्ड हुए हैं जस्ट, और let me take it to the top also, that will be technically correct. ओके अब देखो ये होता कैसा है. सो दिस इज योर मेन फंक्शन. ओके नाउ दिस इज योर मेन फंक्शन. द मेन फंक्शंस, ये जो ब्लॉक है, दिस कोड ब्लॉक इज प्लेस्ड हियर. This is the code block. Fine. Each one is having one address, right? Each one is having one address. जब मेमोरी में डालेंगे, each one is having one address, right? तो suppose the first one address is, मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे लिख देती हूँ, the first one's address is, this is placed at a location 824. ठीक है, तो second one is at 828, third will be 832, 1 2 3 4 836 5, कितना हो रहा है, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so 840 844 848 852. Is it matching? Oh yes. Okay, so suppose these are the locations into which main function is placed. ठीक है, ये उनके एड्रेसेस हैं. किसके? सारे फंक्शंस के एड्रेसेस हैं. इनमें से आपके पास एट द लोकेशन 3 यहाँ पे we are having a call to F1, call F1. Okay, and at 840 we have a call to F3. Okay, now F1 and ये जो F1 and F3 and F2 are again functions, right? So they must be also placed in memory. इनका भी locations होंगे. So F1 का suppose F1 जहाँ पे रखा है, तो name of the function is nothing but address to the यस गुप्ता, F2 कॉल नहीं किए हो आप. कहाँ नहीं किया है? F1 के अंदर ही तो F2 को कॉल किया है. मिला आपको? तो F1 में अब हमारे पास 3 कोड है. हाँ, सपोज दिस इज प्लेस्ड एट अ लोकेशन 1048 1052 एंड 1056. फाइन, 1056 ये इनके कोड है. तो ये जो फंक्शन है, ये कौन सा फंक्शन है? दिस इज मेन. दिस इज द फंक्शन F1. Okay, similarly we'll have a function F2. किस तरह से प्लेसमेंट होते हैं बस उतना बता के रही हूँ मैं. This is suppose placed at a location, this is at a location 2092, then this is 2096. हो गया. और एक है आपका F3. 3 फंक्शंस हैं. अच्छा, F1 में similarly at the location 1052 you have a call to F2. Okay, now again we have the third function, that is F3. Okay, now see, when internally how it is happening through register and all, I'll explain it later on. अभी के लिए फिर देखिए, तो ये क्या करता है ना, एक टेबल मेंटेन करता है. जैसे F1, इसको एक्सटर्नल सिंबल टेबल बोलते हैं, रन टाइम सिंबल टेबल बोलते हैं, लिंकेज टेबल बोलते हैं, वर्चुअल टेबल बोलते हैं उप्स में. ओके, सो जहाँ पे F1 है ना, सो इट विल एग्जीक्यूट दिस स्टेटमेंट्स। लेके देखो, ये इसको एग्जीक्यूट किया, इसको किया, इसको किया, इसको जब करेगा देन इट विल मेक अ कॉल टू F1। सो हाउ इट विल मेक अ कॉल टू F1? It will be replacing F1 with the address. What is the address? 1048. अभी यहाँ पे जाता है, ओके अब यहाँ से फिर ये कॉल F2 आता है, यहाँ पे ये इसको एग्जीक्यूट किया, ओके इसको जब एग्जीक्यूट करेगा कॉल F2 आएगा, है ना, तो ये जो F2 है ये रिप्लेस हो जाएगा उसके एड्रेस में, दैट इज हाउ मच 2092। यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो, नेक्स्ट एग्जीक्यूशन क्या जाएगा, ओके अब देखो ये एग्जीक्यूशन हो गया, F2 A++ हो गया, B++ हो गया, okay this function is completed। until unless I'm coming back here, can I continue with this? Tell me, until unless I come back here, can you continue with this? No, so we must have something called return। okay ये करूंगी जो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, एक छोटी सी दिक्कत ये है कि इसको मैं काट के अलग करूं, जगह नहीं होगा, so let me just put it size। ओके सो वी मस्ट ऐड वन, ये कौन सा F2, यहाँ पे एक रिटर्न होना चाहिए, समझ में आया, return no values, void function no values, but the control should come back, so that means there has to be one more line here, that is 3000, that is return। okay so when you execute this return, मैं आपको मैंने by एड्रेस करके भी दिखाऊंगी, फिर ये यहाँ पे वापस आए, समझ में आया, ये जो यहाँ से गया था कॉल F2 में गया था, यहाँ से ये वापस आए, आने के बाद फिर आप 1056 में एग्जीक्यूट करोगे, है ना, ओके 1056 एग्जीक्यूट करोगे, करने के बाद अगर F1 से रिटर्न नहीं आएगा तो ये आगे कैसे बढ़ेगा, सो वी मस्ट कम बैक, राइट, दैट मीन्स देयर हैज टू, आप रिटर्न नहीं लिखते, वी डोंट राइट रिटर्न हियर, द कंपाइलर inserts one return। okay 1060, ओके सो ये 1060 से अब ये कहाँ आएगा, ये यहाँ पे रिटर्न आएगा वापस जहाँ से गया था, ओके इट विल कम बैक किया, फिर हमने 836 एग्जीक्यूट किया, जस्ट सी द कोई थ्रेड पूछ रहा था, देखो ये हो गया F3। अब जैसे F3 में जाएंगे, ये कहाँ से रिप्लेस होगा विथ 4096, इधर गया, okay 4096 similarly this is executed, yes it automatically adds, it will terminate because one return is added internally, assembly code how it is happening, Nipun, I will explain it just after this, okay for the timing you understand first logically, then I'll do that, वहां पे भी मैं एक ड्रॉ करके दिखाऊंगी आपको, so there is a return here, ऑल्ट नहीं है, ब्रांच बैक है, BRB, ऑल्ट मैंने स्टॉप कर जाएगा, प्रोग्राम खत्म हो जाएगा, ओके सो इट इज नाउ कमिंग बैक हियर। उसके बाद अब देखो, अगर रिटर्न नहीं करेंगे तो मेरा फंक्शन आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा। अब सिमिलरली मेन फंक्शन को कौन कॉल करता है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कॉल करता है। सो आफ्टर मैंने ओएस मस्ट हैव मेड अ कॉल टू मेन फंक्शन, ऐसा ये ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, तो ये जब खत्म होगा रिटर्न होने से ये यहाँ पे वापस जाएगा कि नहीं, समझ में आया। अगर रिटर्न नहीं करोगे तो देखो यहाँ पे जैसे मैंने कोई वेरिएबल नहीं लिया है हैंडल करने के लिए, हाँ अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल ले लूँ, आई विल राइट हियर d equal to f1. So it will give you a error telling that it is expecting to return a value, right? But तो error किसको आएगा? आपके program को आएगा. Similarly, when it is written in main function operating system में जो लिखा गया है, it is always written to return an integer. तो वहां पे अगर मैं यहाँ पे void main लिख दूं, समझे? अगर यहाँ पे मैं void में लिख दूं तो मेरे प्रोग्राम के अंदर कुछ नहीं होगा, because my program is not calling main, operating system is calling main. जो कॉल करेगा उसको एरर आएगा. तो operating system will get a garbage value. ये मैं next class I will start with this concept, that why we must return an integer in case of C program. What is going to be the impact without that? आपका प्रोग्राम रन कर जाएगा, कोई आपका प्रोग्राम में कुछ नहीं होगा, बट in a different way it is going to impact. Okay, so see, Kakonbot I was telling, from the main function, suppose I'll write here p x a equal to f1. So naturally f1 is expected to return an integer, but I have written a void f1 or not. तो मुझे error आएगा ना, it is expecting a integer return and you are not doing it, है ना? So similarly, if I'm writing a void main, but the void main माने operating system में main is a pre-declared user-defined function. We define main, right? We write main, but the declaration is pre-declared. तो operating system के पास इसका declaration as integer है. तो operating system ना एक error code के साथ इसको initialize करता है. तो there if I write void main, चलो उसका जो ERR variable है वो initialize नहीं हो पाएगा, उसमें कोई value नहीं जाएगा because you are not returning anything. So what will happen then? It will get a garbage value. So operating system will suffer. How it will suffer? I'll start my next class with that. So don't worry about that. Okay. So mains return value is not handled by my program. Mains return value is handled by the operating system. We can use it for our own benefit. But for the timing, could you understand the link between how a function is called, how it is returned, or why it should be returned? So the control has to return. समझे? अब return के समय आप कुछ value देते हो नहीं देते हो ये आपकी मर्जी. But the control has to return. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's see. You don't need to, in a void function, you don't need to manually write return statement. Yes. If you do not write it, system will write. ओके अब ये जो एड्रेसेस है मैं ये एड्रेसेस को बस होल्ड कर देती हूँ इसमें एक मेन डाल के सो दैट आई कैन शो यू द इंटरनल एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ इट मेन इज सपोज एट अ लोकेशन 450 मैंने 824 लिखा है तो I'll just keep it this one. ये मेरे फंक्शन के एड्रेसेस मैंने जस्ट लिख के रखा है हाँ? अब देखो now which code is getting executed, who is going to get hold of it, who is going to hold it? Your location counter, right? This is because a function's default return type is integer Abhinav. In C, if you do not write a return type in the function definition, by default, it takes it as a integer type. That is why even if you are not writing, you're writing just main function, it is compiling it without error and it is returning an integer value. Understood? But all versions of GCC does not work. अच्छा तो अब देखो जो मैं दिखा रही थी सो वी हैव अ लोकेशन काउंटर तो मैं थोड़ा बड़ा ड्रॉ कर देती हूँ एक के बाद एक डालेंगे सो दिस इज द लोकेशन काउंटर as we are doing function so I'll take a branch register here and I will draw a tree मैंने जैसे हम लोग का कोड एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा है सोचो ये ट्री फॉर्म में एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा है ओके जिसमें कुछ लाइंस ऑफ कोड हैं जो हम लोग लास्ट प्रोग्राम में किए थे these are the lines of code those are executed इस तरह से लाइन्स ऑफ कोड समझ में आ रहा है मैंने लिखा था लास्ट प्रोग्राम में ही मैंने लिखा था लाइन्स ऑफ कोड x इक्वल टू a प्लस बी इस तरह से कोड ठीक है एंड सपोज दिस इज एट लोकेशन 824 ये मेरा लोकेशन काउंटर और प्रोग्राम काउंटर इसको हम एक रजिस्टर लेंगे, इसको बोलते हैं ब्रांच रजिस्टर. ओके, सो सपोज आई टेक इन द यस 14. कौन सा वाला स्टैक फॉर्मेट अमन? ये स्टैक नहीं है, ये एक पर एक ओवरराइट होगा. आपको सीक्वेंस समझ में आएगा इसलिए मैंने स्टैक किया. ये स्टैक है. दिस इज एग्जीक्यूशन थ्रेड. दिस इज थ्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन, एक के बाद एक एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. तो सबसे पहले आपका 824 एग्जीक्यूट होगा, राइट? एट 28, 832. Okay, now suppose on 836 we have the call to the function. We have a function call. तो मैं काम करती हूँ, मैं यहाँ तक इसमें डाल देती हूँ. So this is 828 line that is getting execution. तो thread execution दिखा रही हूँ आपको. 832. Sorry, Suyash, I have not taken it. Neither you have taken it. I can't give you back that screen again. I have to undo everything. That will be very difficult. I have just shown you this is the way it is executed, okay? And this is similar thing. The exact addresses we may not require. So 836 is the code is supposed to call the function. Fine. So यहाँ से क्या होगा? Branching होगा. कौन से function के लिए branching होगा? F1. You make a call to F1 here. So this is a branching we have done for F1. Okay, we have done for F1. ऐसा branch दिखा सकते हैं. थोड़ा ये करने में दिक्कत होगा, मैं ऐसा कर. So we take a branch here. So this is which branch? This is main. This is F1. Okay, and let me write here. This is a call to F1. So here we get a call F1, right? So when you get a call F1, it is trying to get it linked with this. What is the address of F1? 1048. So it will be now replaced with 1048. So we will now, अब मुझे देख, अब बोलो, when you make a call, हाँ, this call F1, ये किस में replace होता है? ये आपका आता है ये branch, BR, branch 1048. समझ में आया क्यों? Because F1 will be replaced by the address that is associated address that is 1048 and function call is branch, right? So when this is going to happen, all of you are getting me? मुझे वहीं पे पूछो क्योंकि repetition के लिए अभी time नहीं है. समझ में आया? तो यहाँ पे एक कोड है कॉल F1. ये जो जैसे कोड समझ रहे हो ना, तो जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे ये लिखा था, पता नहीं क्या लिखा था, याद ही नहीं है. लाइक D इक्वल टू A प्लस B, ये यहाँ पे लिखा था. यहाँ पे सपोज लिखा था E इक्वल टू B इंटू C, कुछ भी. आई डोंट रिमेम्बर नाउ व्हाट आई हैव रिटन. जस्ट फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग इट. C डिवाइडेड बाय A. इस तरह से कुछ कोड्स हमने लिखे थे, राइट? BR इज ब्रांच, राइट? अरे ब्रांच माने बाइफॉर्केशन. आप एक कोड को एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हो, ये एक लाइन में जा रहा है, अब F1 एक दूसरा लाइन है कि नहीं, तो ये ब्रांचिंग, यू आर टेकिंग अ ब्रांच. तो ये जो होगा ना, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले व्हेन यू कॉल दिस विल गेट सेव्ड टू द ब्रांच रजिस्टर. समझ में आया? बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमें वापस आना है, सो वी नीड टू होल्ड दिस वन, वी नीड टू होल्ड दिस एड्रेस. सो दिस एड्रेस हाउ डू वी होल्ड इट? वी जस्ट कीप इट हियर. यहाँ पे हमने पुश किया 836. Okay, so this is 836 that is getting pushed into the stack. Clear? अच्छा, अब ये हो गया डन. अब 836 एग्जीक्यूट होएगा, तो इसके लिए अब देखो इसके लाइंस ऑफ कोड्स हैं, तो इसमें हमने कुछ कोड्स लिखे थे. सो ये इसके एग्जीक्यूशन थ्रेड है. ओके, ये उसके एग्जीक्यूशन थ्रेड्स हैं. तो इसमें हम अभी नेक्स्ट कोड क्या एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे, बताओ कौन सा एड्रेस एग्जीक्यूट होगा नेक्स्ट? नेक्स्ट एड्रेस विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड इज 1048, राइट? 1048. तो ये 1048, ये 1048. Fine. Similarly, this is 1052. Okay. Now this is 1056 मैंने 4 बाइट के कोड्स लिए हैं. ईच कोड assuming each code is 4 bytes. 1060. Okay, 1060 and 1064 is my last code that is return. So this is 1064. This is return. समझ में? These are the codes. So एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. तो क्या हो रहा है अभी? ये 1048 एग्जीक्यूट हो गया मेरा. उसके बाद हम लोग जा रहे हैं 1052 को एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए. 1052 भी एग्जीक्यूट कर दिया हम लोगों ने. नाउ वी गो टू 1056 which is a call to the next function. समझ में आया? 1056 is a call to the F2 function. So this is 1056. This is a call to the next function. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? यहाँ पे we have got a call. क्या कॉल लिखा है हमने? call F2. कॉल F2. तो यहाँ पे जो F2 कॉल किया है ये क्या हो जाएगा? ब्रांच. F2 का एड्रेस क्या लिखा है? F2 का एड्रेस is 2092. अरे काकोन, आई एम टेलिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, दैट वाज जस्ट एन एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग. ये पे यहाँ पे हम ऐसे ही दिखा रहे हैं. थोड़ी ना वो प्रोग्राम मैंने साइड में खोल के रखा है जो एग्जैक्ट एड्रेस डाल दूं. I had just given that example so that you can link it. Please don't tell me to put the same address here. Because that code is not visible. समझ में आ रहा है? तो मैं सपोज करके बोल रही हूँ इसलिए. आपको समझ में आ रहा है तो what I'm telling? Then that's it. So we say branch 2, which one? Branch is 2092. Okay? तो branch 2092 जब हम लोग करेंगे, then what is going to happen? Again 1056 में हमें वापस आना है. So ये क्या करेगा? इसको पुश कर देगा. ठीक है, इसको पुश कर देगा. तो क्या पुश करेगा ये? हाउ मच इट विल पुश? 1056. चलो उसने बोला है 1052 तो 1052 में कर देती हूँ, तो वहीं पे अटक जाएगा फिर झमेला. 1052. ठीक है, हैप्पी? अब ये 1052 डन. 1052 तो ये 1056 यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा. So from 1052 we will get another branch now, right? So from here we are making a branch again. This is another branch that you are taking. समझ में आया? ये कौन सा ब्रांच है? F2, right? So F2 वाला जो ब्रांच है, F2 वाला ब्रांच अभी कैसे रन करेगा? So ये this will now run. F2 में suppose 2-3 lines of code मैं डाल देती हूँ. F2 is running at, so the next line that will run here is 4096. 4096 हो गया. अब 4096 के बाद हमने एक और कोड लिखा था इसमें 5000, है ना? 5000 is the last code, right? So इसको यहाँ पे भी डाल देते हैं. So let this address be 4096. Then this is 5000. समझ में आया? This is 5000. अब ध्यान दो. So now I need to come back. Until unless I come back to this location, it is not possible to move further. समझ में आया? विजुअली दिखा अभी क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Until unless आप यहाँ से यहाँ पे वापस आते हो ये आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा. This is a thread. समझ में आया क्यों सिंगल थ्रेड है? मल्टी थ्रेड होने से ये एक लाइन में, ये एक लाइन में, दो पैरेलल एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. अमन समझ में आया? जो पूछ रहा था मल्टी एग्जीक्यूशन सिंगल थ्रेड में होता है. अगर मैं इसको पैरेलली दोनों को चला दूं, then you don't need to come back now. So now this is at the location 5004. I must have one return statement. Okay, so this is what? This is 5004. अब देखो क्या होता है जब हम लोग return लिखते हैं. So this 5004 is a return statement, right? So as it is a return statement, so here this is return. Okay, now return is nothing but branch back. So branch back means you come back. So how do you come back? Which where? So the top of the stack is going to get popped. So this is the top of the stack. This is going to get popped. समझ में आया? So this will be popping now and it will get inserted. तो जॉन से लाइन से, जिस लाइन से आप बाइफॉर्केट हुए थे उसी स्टेटमेंट में वापस आओगे. इसलिए लिखा जाता है x equal to So while coming back, you may get one value because one register is provided. So when we are coming back, you can use that value here. एक value आप यहाँ पे वापस कर सकते हो. Got it? अगर नहीं करते हो तो only branch back होगा. Otherwise branch back with a value होगा. समझे? To hold the return value, एक register दिया जाता है ना, तो आप उसको use कर सकते हो एक value return करने के लिए. Register में एक ही value hold होगा, तो that value you can hold. This is a stacking principle. So now what happens here? We can have क्या हुआ कितना हुआ 1052. So we come back here with 1052. समझ में आया? So we are back to 1052. So now see, we are coming to this code. So once this code is done, then we will move further 1056. So let's put 1056. 1056 एक और करने से जिनका थोड़ा सा भी डाउट है वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. 1056 हो गया. 1056 के बाद 1060. ओके 1060. सपोज ऑन 1060 हम लोग का काम खत्म हो जाता है, तो हम लोग 1064 में रिटर्न डालेंगे. 1064 में रिटर्न डालेंगे. ओके तो 1064 में क्या आएगा आपको, और एक रिटर्न आएगा. ओके रिटर्न मींस दिस इज व्हाट, ब्रांच बैक. जैसे ब्रांच बैक होगा, अभी स्टैक पॉइंटर कहाँ है, 836 के ऊपर है, अभी 836 ऊपर जाएगा ऐसे, एंड यू विल गो बैक हियर. ठीक है. सो नाउ वी हैव फ्रॉम हियर वी हैव कम बैक टू द polling लोकेशन इधर, सो दैट वी कैन मूव फर्दर. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये आगे आगे बढ़ेगा इस तरह से. Got it? So now what you are getting back at? You are getting back at 836. दिख रहा है कोड एग्जीक्यूट होते हुए. ठीक है 836. उसके बाद सपोज वी आर हैविंग 840, देन 844. 848 में मैंने फिर से और एक फंक्शन को कॉल किया है. ठीक है 848 में मैंने फिर से फंक्शन को कॉल किया. जस्ट पुट द एड्रेसेस क्विकली हियर. 848, 844 and 840. ओके ये तीन एड्रेस. ना यहाँ से फिर से आपके पास कॉल है, ये पे कॉल कौन कर रहा है, F3 कॉल हो रहा है. ओके F3 इज गेटिंग कॉल्ड. दैट मीन्स वी आर ब्रांचिंग टू कितना था 4096. ओके वी आर ब्रांचिंग टू 4096. 4096 में जैसे ब्रांच करे मतलब ये फिर से क्या करेगा, यहाँ से पुश होगा. अभी देखो स्टैक पॉइंटर कहाँ है, पूरा नीचे है, उसके ऊपर ओवरराइट हो जाएगा. समझ में आया, ये उसके ऊपर ओवरराइट हो जाएगा. तो मैं काम करती हूँ साइड में लिखती हूँ उसको. So it will get overwritten on this. Okay, overwritten on this. So how much we go to 4096, 4096. Got it? ये इसके ऊपर overwrite हो जाएगा इधर. समझ में आया. फिर यहाँ पे ये ब्रांचिंग जाएगा 4096 को इधर, 40 यहाँ से 4096. ये आपका कौन सा फंक्शन है, दिस फंक्शन इज योर F3. गॉट इट. ये फिर वापस आएगा. ऐसा करते करते फाइनली जब मेन फंक्शन जाएगा तो मेन फंक्शन भी रिटर्न आना चाहिए ना, जहां से कॉल हुआ है वहां पे. इज इट क्लियर गाइस हाउ इट वर्क्स? सिमिलरली मेन का जब एंड होगा मेन का एंड पे भी रिटर्न आएगा. दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. जिनको स्क्रीनशॉट लेना था जल्दी से लो. Now clear about, अब देखो just imagine this to be a tree. Okay, just imagine this to be a tree or this to be a treasure hunt. ये आपको यहाँ तक पहुंचना है. This is your target. Fine. So there is a, you got a chit here to take a right turn. ठीक है, you take a branch here and again you take a branch here. यहाँ पे आपको एक suppose you get very beautiful flowers, you decide to take back one. So the return type is flower. You have to return. Otherwise आप यहाँ कैसे पहुंचोगे? So you have to return, you may get one flower with you. Return type is flower. Okay. यहाँ पे पहुंचे, आपको अच्छा फ्रूट्स दिखा, रिटर्न टाइप इज फ्रूट, एक फ्रूट लाए. यहाँ पे पहुंचे, आपको बहुत सारे यहाँ पे स्नैक्स दिखे, यू डिसाइड नॉट टू टेक एनीथिंग, but you have to return. Return type is void. Now do you understand? People who were asking about return void, so you have to also come back here, no? So while coming back, you decide not to take anything. So this is void. If you decide to take one number back, this is integer. You decide to take one real number back, float, or a character back, char. You decide not to take anything back, but you have to come back. So this is one provision it is giving. 4096 will be pushed. No, 4096 will be pushed because यहाँ पे call F3 है. So call F3 मतलब 4096 है. तो no, 4096. Oh no, 848 will be pushed. Sorry. Thank you so much. This is 448. Please take a screenshot again. This is a mistake. 448. Thank you very much, Subham. So this is 448 should be pushed, and it will branch to 4096. Done. जो लोग ये थे पहला स्क्रीनशॉट डिलीट कर दो, ये करेक्ट वाला लो. Okay, so let's close, stop the class here. I hope regarding function, everybody is clear now. No doubt how function executes, how to do it. Huh? Good. Guys, you all are enjoying the class or it is boring? Theories are boring, so I will not do this and only focus more on coding. Okay, fine. Thank you. Second last page. Let me just check if I can, by doing undo, I can reach there, then I can maybe. इतना undo जो रखा होगा. Suyas was also tasking. ये. Suyas, ये ले. हो गया. Suyas, take this. ओके फाइन. और कौन सा वाला, सेकंड लास्ट स्लाइड? जिनको जाना है आप जा सकते हो. आई जस्ट शेयर द स्लाइड्स विथ फ्यू पीपल. सेकंड लास्ट, यही तो वाला था, सेकंड लास्ट. एनी मोर स्लाइड्स यू रिक्वायर? दिस इज द फर्स्ट वन. लास्ट वन मैंने लिया होगा तब ना होगा. अच्छा नहीं, ये तो तुम लोगों के क्लास का ही नहीं है. आई एम सो सॉरी. एक मिनट. दिस इज नॉट योर क्लास ओनली. ग्रुप 1, दिस इज योर्स. हाँ. दिस इज 1. मैंने जितना लिया है उतना दिखा रही हूँ. दिस इज 2. दिस इज 3, 4. ये चाहिए था किसी को ना, लास्ट वाला आदित्री. थर्ड वन और नहीं है, वो मैंने लिया ही नहीं था. आई जस्ट डिड सम अंडू. फर्स्ट वन ये. अर्पिता, हो गया? ओके. ये थर्ड वन शायद, जो थर्ड वन बोल रहे हो, ये वही है. अनिक. सेकंड वन अरुण बलय, अरुण हो गया? ओह, चलो चलते हैं, इट्स फ्रॉम 3 o'clock और नहीं हो रहा है. थैंक यू ऑल, सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास.